7 News Detroit This Morning starts right now with a breaking news alert.
And we do want to get back to that breaking news coming from Detroit's west side.
Neighbors at an apartment complex telling us there was an explosion. You can see a significant amount of damage. The building now looks lopsided.
Yeah, well, we do want to get right to 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Toulis. Brittany, we know you've been working hard over the last half hour to find out the very latest. What are you learning right now?
Yeah, Keenan, Allie, we have still yet to hear from officials, but I do know the fire commissioner is here on scene, and we're waiting to hear from him. We're being told it'll be just a few more minutes. We also know that search and rescue is here on scene. Now you can look at this building. The front of this building is just hanging on by a thread here. It is completely schlepped off of it, and we know there were people inside this building when this happened. As I said, we're still waiting to hear from officials to confirm an explosion happened, but residents as far as 3 blocks away have told me that around 4 a.m. they heard a big boom and felt their houses shake. We've seen DTE here. You can see a lineman just coming down from that pole back there. I've also counted about a dozen fire vehicles here, spanning from trucks to mobile units, just a ton of fire vehicles here. There's also police here on scene. As I said, we do know people were transported. Fire personnel here confirmed with me that people were transported from this building, but we don't know how many people. We also don't know what their condition is. I did talk to a man, Charles Jackson, who had family inside this home when this happened. He had about 6 family members, 2 adult children, and 4 grandchildren in different parts of this building. His adult daughter was in the top left of the building. That's the part that is still pretty well intact. They were able to get out on their own. His adult son and 2 young grandkids, he said at least one of them is a toddler, were in the right side of the building, the side that is heavily damaged. They were on the 2nd floor of this building and had to be rescued. Just take a listen to what he had to say. He was very shaken when we talked to him.
My son and my 2 grandkids was on this side right here. They had to get them out through the window. They were stuck in there. My son's 2 kids they toddlers. They had to give my son oxygen. The grandkids, my other granddaughter, went to the hospital with them, but they say they're okay.
And you can just see the interior wall of this building. The front is just hanging off so much. There's such a separation from the front and the roof that light blue is an interior wall that you're looking at. You can see the gutter is just blowing in the wind. It's dangling. There's even a blanket that somehow got hooked on that. Now, what was a window, but the whole window frame was just blown out of that 1st floor right there. So this building is in shambles. The whole back of the building is where we were kicked out of earlier. There's no part of the wall back there. You can see clear into the sections of these apartments. You can see clear into a kitchen. It's very eerie, but crews have blocked that off. You can see that tape as well. As I said, we're here waiting to hear from the fire commissioner. When we get all of that information, we will send it right back to you at the desk. But for live in Detroit, I'm Brittany Toulis for 7 News Detroit This Morning.
And Brittany, you're there on the scene, and we're seeing those firefighters standing behind the tape, basically in the same area you are. Does it look like that all of the firefighters have moved beyond that tape and basically are just giving that building a lot of space because of its instability?
We don't know if it's because of their instability, but they are giving it space. I'm going to get out of the way again because the last half hour when I talked to you, we were back in that building where it is now taped off, and that's that hot zone area where they said it's a hot zone, you cannot be here. So they just taped it off, and as you said, even firefighters are staying out of that zone. You can see actually the search and rescue person just now walking back there. He's with that white helmet back behind the tree. He just turned a headlamp on. So that's the only people we've seen go into this area so far. As I said, that person with the white helmet is search and rescue. So we don't know if there are still people in this building, if they're still looking for people in this building, or if that person is just here to confirm that this building is clear. But you're correct, Keenan, there is not a lot of crews going anywhere near this building at this time, and they're definitely not letting us anywhere near this building either.
Yeah, we certainly hope that search and rescue person does not have a lot to do there. And of course, we do know that whoever is living in that building, they're going to have to find new homes. There's still a lot of work left to be done. Brittany Toulis live for us this morning on the